How often have you felt as if someone has stepped into your life with the sole purpose of shattering your dreams and ambitions? Sadly, we frequently encounter individuals who seem intent on causing us harm for a variety of reasons: personal vendettas, frustration, jealousy. Through a Zen tale, you'll learn to identify the indicators that someone is out to undermine you. Furthermore, if you stick around till the end, you'll also discover strategies to prevent such scenarios from occurring. But before we proceed, if you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to the channel, activate notifications, and share this video. Your support through these simple actions enables us to generate new content daily for your spiritual journey. In today's session, the monk spoke in a serene yet compelling tone. We will delve into a critical subject. We're going to explore the 8 signs that unmistakably point out those who enter our lives with the intention to bring us down. A disciple named Ki, keen on learning more, inquired of Master Isaac, "What are these signs, and how can we shield ourselves from those seeking to inflict harm?" Isaac nodded in agreement and commenced with the first warning sign by sharing an age-old story. In the days of yore, within the monastery village, lived a sage with a valuable gem. A sly individual once approached him, commending his wisdom before requesting a glimpse of the gem. As the disciples pondered over instances when they were manipulated, Eisen narrated another story, illustrating the second sign: destructive criticism. Picture a flower garden, he started, wherein the plants, instead of being nurtured and loved, were persistently trampled upon by someone. What initially seemed trivial eventually led the garden to desiccate, and one by one, the plants perished. Constant criticism, Eisen emphasized, acts like relentless footsteps crushing our self-worth. Those plotting our downfall will resort to demeaning language and perpetual judgment to sap our spirit. It's crucial to distinguish between constructive criticism, which is beneficial for our growth, and destructive criticism, aimed solely at eroding our self-assurance. With a smile, Eisen introduced the third sign: social isolation. In a quaint village, he recounted, there was a fisherman, cherished by all for his nature and generosity. Then, an envious person started spreading malicious rumors about him. Gradually, the fisherman found himself deserted. Numerous friends turned their backs, and the village began to overlook him. His life transformed drastically within months. Not only did he become solitary, he also lost many patrons, and his livelihood suffered. Isolating someone, Eisen elucidated, is akin to severing a tree's roots. Those who aim to ruin us will attempt to detach us from our circle, foment divisions, and breed mistrust. To counter this, we must foster robust relationships, present an untarnished image to others, and withstand efforts to isolate us. Addressing the fourth sign, defamation, Eisen invited a guest to share their tale. Not far from here, the guest began, lived a merchant, esteemed by all. A spiteful competitor started circulating baseless accusations about his integrity, tarnishing his reputation and leading the community to scorn him. Gradually, despite his unblemished honesty, people ceased patronizing him. This forced him to close his shop and relocate. Defamation, Eisen commented, is a venom that eats away at our moral fabric. Remember, those seeking our destruction will wield their words as blades, wounding us and our standing with fabricated tales. We must guard our reputation with truth and openness, ensuring that their slander finds no echo among the people. The disciples, some tearful, reminisced about times they were wronged through slander and contemplated future preventive measures. Thanks to the master's teachings, the fifth sign Eisen discussed was the sabotage of opportunities. Envision a craftsman, he began, who, on the brink of success, found his efforts consistently thwarted. Tools disappeared, blueprints were destroyed, materials were damaged. Despite his talent, this unfortunate man couldn't advance. Sabotage, Eisen stated, is like a gust quenching the flames of our accomplishments. Those determined to undermine us will obstruct our paths by creating hurdles. To avert such instances, we must stay alert and safeguard our journey towards success. This involves surrounding ourselves with trustworthy individuals and keeping our plans confidential until they materialize. As the day waned and the warm tea soothed the disciples, who listened intently, Eisen spoke of the sixth sign, the invasion of privacy. Sharing a legend, he said, in an ancient city, a guardian of profound secrets existed. Driven by envy of his vast knowledge, someone attempted to pry into his manuscripts, aiming to pilfer the most guarded secrets. However, the guardian, with the aid of a loyal ally, remained vigilant and secured his treasures. Remember, Eisen stressed, your privacy is sacred. Those bent on our downfall will seek to infiltrate our personal domain, searching for information to use against us. We must staunchly defend our private realm, selectively choosing those we let into our lives to safeguard ourselves. As the mist enveloped, lending the monastery an even more mystical aura, the master unveiled the seventh sign, Espionage. He told of a distant land where a noble warrior resided. An intimidated rival dispatched spies to scrutinize his every move. Yet the warrior, with acute intuition, uncovered the schemes and thwarted them. Espionage, Eisen cautioned, is akin to a shadow attempting to steal our mental peace. Those plotting against us will employ cunning tactics to monitor our every action. We must be cognizant of external influences and preserve our independence. The eighth and final sign Eisen highlighted was linked to physical assaults and threats. In a secluded valley, he narrated, there lived a devout monk guiding young men away from crime. A malicious figure, feeling his illicit interests jeopardized by the monk's righteous endeavors, sought to physically eliminate him through assault, hoping fear would compel him to abandon his mission. Physical aggression represents the utmost boundary of malevolence, Eisen warned. Those aiming to harm us might resort to intimidation and violence. In such situations, we must protect ourselves by seeking assistance when necessary. As the day concluded along with his narratives, Eisen gazed at his disciples with empathy. My children, life is a complex dance, with fellow dancers acting as either our mentors or shadows. Be observant and mindful of these signs, yet do not dwell in perpetual dread. Cultivate a sanctuary of trust and mutual respect around you, surround yourself with reliable companions, and prevent the darkness from extinguishing your inner light.